Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Stopped at the 17, and he's...
I go to one-star rated restaurants to see if they're really that bad. Today we have Lost in the Sauce Kitchen. Take it from Jacobs.
Second guessing that return. Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Makes the grab, it's Bernard. Out of bounds. The 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft.
He wants to take the top off. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He'll take another shot here. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And that one's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He wants it all. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
How about this defense? Coming out, you know you've got a challenge on your hand, and you're talking about coming out ready, hair's on fire, ready to play. You can tell. Drop.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. It's a seam wide open. The 20. Big out of bounds with a first down.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
The Buckeyes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He'll keep it himself. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to adjust the pattern. Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. Pocket breaking down. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on 3rd down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who your best playmakers are and who needs to get a look on this critical 3rd down. Whether you're running...
Touchdown, Ohio State! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the hands, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Alabama! Once he got some room, it was over. Extra point here will tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Sayin. Shoots it to the left. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. All down, Liddell moves the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Sayed. The sweet feet buy a little time. That's reeled in, it's Tate. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his big tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
That's really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
And now on second down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we've played one quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to throw. He slings it deep to the left. It's caught. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, too. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Russell. He unleashes a long one. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
When offenses run these slant routes, it's about putting the ball right on the numbers. And defensively, I got to be able to take those angles right away. See where he's at, break on the football. Poor angles there by the defense. The offense took advantage with some nice yards after the catch.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking deep. He got it. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown tie. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off the speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
He gets a block. He's got it out. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Starting to feel a little pressure. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Fair catch, called for and made. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
That's caught. It's Williams. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Looking for a productive play on first down. To the air on first down. Punch it out of the air.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has one interception. That was almost the second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
To throw, it's Russell. Throws to the tight end. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
I really like this call to go for it on fourth down in this area of the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. That's caught. It's Williams. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. A fresh set of downs after that fourth down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly. Finds his man. It's Williams. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Tosses it incomplete.
On 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On 4th down, looking to pass. He's got it. First down and more. Turning on the Jets. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to.
Touchdown, Bama! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
Nice job putting the drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Sayin.
Friggin' launched too fast.
That kind of play can really get it going, not only on defense, but a great field position for the O at the 37.
And I love this defense being ready at the end of the half, playing the 2-minute situation beautifully, forcing the turnover here now, a chance to break.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room, probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start this drive going to the air. The screen, he's got wheels. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The shotgun on 3rd down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Back to throw, it's Russell. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Graham. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Snags it quickly on the left.
Listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Throws to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbled...
He lost one down the sideline. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Might be changing the route. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. And the penalty will be accepted. The offense says, thank you very much. The offense set for a first down play. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Sayed. He's got an open man. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Well, really nice catch there getting the first down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. You think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on first-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got an opportunity to go in the first round.
They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. Took a shot as he threw.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to keep it in the air. Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Throws for the tight end. He's got it. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the right.
Come on, ref.
Won't be able to connect downfield. Looking for a big-time play.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Zings it complete to the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime they were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively. And right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
He wants to change this route. Now from inside the red zone. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open, couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that just...
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Looking to throw, it's Russell. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Athletic as they make short throws turn into long gains because of his ability after the catch. It's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Incomplete as the screen goes right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Trying to beat the D deep. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Just a little off. Incomplete. Finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put it. I know that.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Graham.
There's a reason 3rd down is called money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They'll immediately call timeout. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Quick release by the QB. He did not make it a stonewall on 3rd down.
And the offense tried to get it to their playmaker quick and see if he could get the 1st down a little bit short. But what did I do? I made this a manageable 4th down. Now it's decision time. What do I want to do?
Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Here's a heat. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. They are backed up. Defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. Under fire. And he left that one short. Tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. Alabama quickly back to the line. It's probably pretty comforting for this offensive coordinator to know as soon as the game's kicked off, I can pretty much pencil in a 100-yard receiving day for this dude.
Man, I want to be the quarterback. I mean, that guy, it's always open, man, zone. I know I'm looking his way because he's going to catch the football. He's going to make big plays for me. So, yeah, I'm not surprised they're going to continue to highlight this guy in the passing game.
Snagged in the middle. It's Edwards. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Looking downfield, it's Russell. Rush is on him. Looking for a deep man. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots. And a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate. And late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
When you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
Looking to throw again. Makes the grab. It's Williams. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback moving. Oh, look out, the ball's free. And the fumble goes out of bounds. They'll maintain possession, actually picked up yardage on the play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Caught close to the marker. It's Williams. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Man, let that thing rip. How about this guy? Almost 450 yards on the day. He's been throwing it early. He's been throwing it often. He's been throwing it all over the yard and with a lot of success.
Touchdown, Alabama! They move on top here in the 4th.
What a great game, tied late in the ballgame. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score is tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
Bringing it back. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass. It's Sayin. Just a short pass to the tight end. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
Yeah, and you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Motion from the back. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. He wants a big play here late. He's got it inside the 25. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Massive score now, massive decision making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? You want to go for it? It's your decision.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback. Save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw on first down. He wants to go deep. Reels it in down the left side. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And what a huge play for the offense. Hitting that throw not only is big for their confidence, but it also flips the field.
Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Got his man. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball is coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run the option. He'll toss him. Touchdown time! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there, finish this thing off.
He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Offense changing the play. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. On the move, he fires. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, no big surprise here in the 4th quarter. The defense expecting pass, and that's why they've got extra DBs on the field. It's almost like a prevent look. Everybody back there staring at the QB. Going to be hard to throw into that. Obviously, the ball falls incomplete.
And back to the air on 2nd down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the 4th, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.